Hi everyone, Jillian Rodriguez, Safety Patrol sponsor here. I am happy to be working with you. I'm also happy to be working with a co-sponsor this year, Miss Devin Black, who is also a fifth grade teacher. Will be working with us, and I'm very excited about working with her and with all of you. We decided to try a digital meeting for our first meeting, just to try something new. And with everything going on, we felt like this may be the best option. So we welcome any feedback that you have. Let us know if this works. If if it does, maybe it's something we can continue in the future. And if it doesn't, we'll go back to in-person meetings. So I have here a packet of paperwork that I'm going to send home tomorrow. And I'm going to walk you through this along with the PowerPoint that I would normally show in a face-to-face meeting. So the first slide that I have, maybe, there we go. It says take out your phones and it send our text message. So this is a Remind app, and it's the way we communicate with you. I really try not to print a whole bunch of stuff out. I like to send things over text message. We all have our phones, so I'm hoping that this works. If you have not done this already, you have this page in your packet. If I have you on the list and we're already communicating, you do not have this. So you can kind of tell if you need to do this or not. If you have any questions, please feel free to come to the school and I will be happy to walk you through it. So our first issue, I guess, is discipline. So I am very strict with discipline. I feel like our safety patrols are role models and really set the tone for our school. So if a safety patrol breaks any of our rules or is not acting in a manner fit for a safety patrol, they'll receive a safety patrol discipline slip. And you can see that there are 3 offenses before they are removed from the safety patrol program. But the first offense is loss of a belt, and they do have to have this paperwork signed and sent back before they can get it back. Second offense is loss of belt for 2 weeks, and I must have a parent conference. I do this because the third offense is a removal from the safety patrols, and unfortunately there are no refunds for any trip money that's paid. So that's a pretty big deal, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page and that we all understand each other. It hasn't happened much. It has happened, but I'm confident that this year will be a wonderful year, and hopefully we don't have too many of these going home. Okay, so not the first page because it's a little half page, but the second page is a research project rubric, and it tells you all about it up here. But basically, I have students do a research project throughout the year, and I will write their project title up here and their due date. We meet once or twice a month. Usually the safety patrols meet during the school day, and during that meeting we go over important information, but they also present their topics. And the topics include places that we will most likely see while we're in DC. I think it's important for us to learn about what we're going to see before we go, and it really makes it a more valuable experience for the kids. And when we go, I call on my resident experts to kind of fill us in and give us more information about what we're looking at. And the kids really enjoy it. It's a lot of work, and I make sure that they know that they are not to, wait till the last minute. They can get it done and turn it in early and even present it early if we have it. If they don't have it ready to go on their day, it is a belt pull. And I do this because, being responsible is part of being a patrol. And they're going to have to learn now that when there's a deadline, it doesn't mean turn it in on that day. It means it needs to be in by that day no matter what. So get it done early. I try to encourage them to use resources from the student portal, and that's because they've been vetted and we know that they're reliable. If they use outside sources, just make sure that they're reliable and be careful not to plagiarize. All right, so trip info. So in the packet, we have, let's see, in here somewhere. So we have the Washington, D.C. Information. So this gives you a little bit of information about supervision, transportation, things like that. These are some of the places that we will visit. And let me just go through this real quick with you. Our dates are February 24th through the 27th. So it is a 4-day trip. We spend 3 nights there, and we do fly, which is pretty cool. So we fly up in the morning, we tour, we go back to the hotel and crash, we tour again the next day, crash, tour, and then we come home. So we cram a lot in, but it's a really, really fun trip. So I'm looking forward to it this year. Transportation, this says West Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale. We're still not sure if it's Fort Lauderdale or Palm Beach International. Last year it was Palm Beach International, but sometimes they're not able to get the flight out. But we meet at school, a charter bus takes us to the airport, and then when the trip is done, the charter bus picks us up at the airport and brings us back to school. Supervision, so we have a 1-to-10 ratio. Our chaperones are teachers or school staff. We do not allow parents on the trip, unfortunately. It's a policy that we have at Palm Beach Public, and we make sure that, well, I don't think I've ever gone without it actually being teachers that go. But we do have a 1-to-10 ratio. And there is nighttime security at the hotel. The kids stay in the rooms by themselves. That's the only time that they're not with an adult. But there are up to 4 in a room, and like I said, there's security in the hotel in the hallway to make sure nothing goes wrong. The estimated cost this year is $1,150. That's with no discounts, no fundraising, nothing. That's full price, $1,150. We do a lot of fundraising. We do fundraising that goes into the general pot, which means that we pay for students who maybe aren't able to pay the full price for the trip. We use funds to pay for those students first, and then whatever's left over goes towards everybody's account. So I've been able to reduce the price of everyone's account by like $300 or $400. It depends on the year. But I really try to make it a goal to reduce this price. I'm a mom, and I know it's expensive, so I try to do everything I can to make sure that we can all afford it. But we will not leave a child out because they can't afford it. I think that's the number 1 priority for us. These are the dates down here. I will, of course, you'll get this, but these are the dates for the deposits. They cannot be late. I need them on time, especially since we're going in February. I need the payments on time. If for whatever reason you cannot make that payment, I need you to call me. I need you to call me so I can know that you still want your child to go, that I'm not going to remove them from the list, but we need to work something out, okay? So don't hide from me. That's all I'm saying. Thanks. Our first deposit is due September 27th, and it is a $250 deposit. The second one is due October 18th. That's a $250 deposit. However, I do deduct your profits from coupon book sales. So selling the coupon books, they're sold for $25 a piece. $12.50 from each book you sell goes directly towards your child's trip. So this might change depending on how many coupon books you sell, and I will provide that information for you. November 15th is a $250 deposit minus Yankee Candle sales. Again, it's not required, but if you sell Yankee Candles, that will go toward, the profits will go towards reducing your third deposit. And then the final deposit, of course, I don't know how much that's going to be because it depends on our fundraising throughout the year. Okay. The next page in the packet is a commitment form. So, of course, there's a letter. And then at the bottom, I need this back. So this tells me your patrol's name and then tells me yes or no, whether you want them to go on the trip. I need this back. I think I said by September 27th. So the date the deposit's due is the date I need this back. If you can send it back earlier, that would be great so I can kind of get an idea of how many kids are going. Okay. So fundraising issues. Back to fundraising. So on the first page here, there's like a little half page. This is a fundraising commitment. And what this means is you are committed to volunteering for our fundraisers. Now that doesn't mean coupon books and Yankee Candle sales only. That's going directly towards your account. So if you sell, great. If not, it is what it is. But I need people to volunteer for our spaghetti dinner, for the auction, for all of the fundraisings that we do because, I'm sorry, but nobody gets a free ride. So if you're going to benefit from the fundraising that we do, I need you guys to put a little effort in because, frankly, I can't do it myself and Miss Black can't do it herself, and it's a lot of work. So, excuse me. Pitch in. This is your commitment that you're going to help out with fundraising. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You are more than welcome to write me a check for $1,150 and I will never bother you again for fundraising. That's fine with me. But if you want your price reduced, please sign this and get this back to me also. So these are some of the fundraising events that we have. Sorry, I don't know why that went out of order. Okay, so the cost of the trip, again, these are the dates that we have, the dates that we have for the deposits due. Sorry, my computer was glitching and it kind of distracted me. These are the fundraising events that we have on the calendar so far. So I have coupon books going on right now, and I don't have one with me to show you, but I will send a coupon book sign out sheet if you haven't already picked up your coupon books. You just sign the white part, send it back to school, and I'll send the books home. The coupon books, you don't have to sell them. If you take 5 and you sell 4 of them and you have 1 left over, send it back to school. As long as it's still in new condition, I will take it back. If it's torn or worn or has been in the backpack for 2 weeks, then unfortunately I'm going to have to charge you for it. But, take care of them, and if you have any left over, I'll take them back. Ice Pop Fridays, I have not done those yet. I really need somebody to do that on a regular basis, and I haven't been able to yet, but I can go into that. If somebody's interested, somebody can do the car pickup line on Fridays, please let me know. Spaghetti dinner is scheduled for October 24th, and there will be more information going out about that very soon, and there will be a volunteer sign-up going out soon. The rest of them, we'll hit it as we go along, but you can see it's about 1 a month, and it's, all towards raising money for the students that can't pay for it and to reduce our own cost. All right, so that's my last slide. Let me make sure I went through everything. Cashless schools. So this is Cashless Schools. If you've never seen it, go on it because all of my payments I want to go through Cashless Schools. It eliminates a ton of paperwork for me. And it also eliminates the risk of checks or cash being lost, and those are pretty big payments. So everything I do for patrols, I put on Cashless Schools. Get familiar with it, sign up, you'll be good to go. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or hit me up through the Remind. And like I said, I look forward to meeting with you. And also, please give me some feedback on how this went, and if you think that we need to do a live version instead.